everyone, Francine here. Today I want to talk to you about the 10 things that I learned after doing my Caminos and that I wish someone had told me before. The first one is the Camino teaches you patience. That was an amazing lesson. I brought it home with me and I want to take it with me for the future and also during my next Caminos, because when you are in the Camino, people are different than you, service is different there. There are siestas, the pace is different, stores not always open, bars are not always open. When they are, doesn't mean necessarily that the kitchen is open, and so on and so forth. You really learn how to be patient with others, how to be patient with yourself, with your body, with your own limitations, and it's best to not resist and just go with the flow and bring that lesson with you home. The second lesson that I learned before doing the Camino, I thought, oh my gosh, every day is going to be magical. It's going to be amazing. And it's not like that. And that's okay. Some days are going to be boring. Some days are going to be frustrating. Some days are going to be very uncomfortable. You're not going to sleep well, or you're going to be in pain, or you're going to have blisters. Anyway, those days often make good ones feel even better because you have a comparison. So yeah, don't worry, it's okay if not every day is magical. At the end of the day, what's really gonna matter is the whole experience. Third lesson was laundry becomes a daily ritual. Back home, oh my gosh, I avoid doing laundry. And when I do, it takes me forever to put it away. But there, you have no choice. If you have a small backpack, chances are you're carrying very little with you, only what's really needed. And then daily laundry is part of your routine. Like, actually, that should be lesson number 4. Daily routines become the rhythm of life because you wake up and then you walk and you eat and you do your laundry and you go to bed and repeat. And every day it's like that. It's a very simple life, and it makes you appreciate simplicity. And actually, even after the Camino, the simplicity, many people, me included, miss it more than it was expected. Lesson number 5 is pain. Pain is normal, becomes part of your normal day, especially on the first days. The calves hurt, the legs hurt, the feet hurt, so on and so forth. Sore muscles, tight calves, stiff mornings. Even experienced walkers will have pain. So it's something I wasn't expecting to be so much pain, especially the first days. The first Camino I did was the Primitivo, and then all those hills, oh my gosh, like my feet and my calves were like really tight. But anyway, it's common and often meaningful, and you're not gonna be different. So don't worry, your body will adapt to it. Lesson number 6, the Camino is just as emotional as it is physical. At first, I thought, my furnace is really old and loud, so I hope it's not messing up with the sound. But anyway, I wasn't expecting it to be so emotional. Like, I cried a lot, especially on my first Camino, and I think I was expecting it to be more physical, and I was really surprised by all the waves of emotions. So like joy, doubt, sometimes loneliness, sometimes clarity. It's just very common and very meaningful. So expect that might happen to you too. Lesson number 7 is my feet was way more important than my fitness. I thought I'm in okay shape, it's gonna be alright, but then worrying about my feet became the most important things, because blisters, not exhaustion, could end a day early. So I took lots of breaks during the day. I changed my socks to avoid blisters. I did buy, my shoes were half a size up, and I did break them in way before starting the Camino. I wore them a lot around the house and whatnot. But yeah, good socks, good shoes. Don't worry about the brand. Worry about what fits you well and what you're comfortable with. and do proper food care. Like, you can have a hot spot, treat it right away. Don't wait for it to get worse. That's way more important than being in shape. Lesson number 8. Cash is still important. Back at home, I rarely have cash on me, but on the Camino, especially in small villages, cash is very important. Certain bars and cafes don't accept cards at all, and sometimes there are no ATM machines for several kilometers. It's important to have cash with you then to pay, because you will need at bars or cafes, and some albergues prefer cash. Some municipal only accept cash, and sometimes people will offer to split cost with you for food or washer or dryer or whatever. So make sure to have cash with you. Some machines like laundry and vending machines often are coin operated only, so it's also important to have coins with you. Lesson number 9, you walk alone more than expected. I thought, especially when I did the Portuguese, that I was rarely going to be alone, and actually there were portions that I was alone, because even if you leave at the same time or in big groups, some people will be faster on flats, some people will really struggle on hills, some person will stop for photos in cafes more often, others will want to just keep going. So even groups that live together will end up spreading out, and you might have different stages. You may stay at a location different than someone, so strangers can become friends really quick, but then they can also disappear the next day and you may never see them again. Even when you're walking, like, even sometimes there will be no cars passing by, so you might have the impression that you're very alone, but it's pretty safe, except that be really careful with the cars. They drive really fast, and not every driver will slow down because you're walking, so just be very mindful of cars. But anyway, lesson number 9 is you will walk alone more than you expected, and that's okay. It's pretty good. It will give you an opportunity to think about life and give you some solitude. So enjoy it. And lesson number 10 is you rethink what enough means. Because we have few possessions, simpler needs, then you realize how little we actually need and how little we actually require to feel content. So I really felt that the Camino changed me to, I need less, I am calmer, I trust myself more, I'm kinder to strangers, and I'm kinder to myself. You start recognizing what matters most and enjoying the simpler life. Often some people won't even realize that till they come back to the normal life, and then there's a little sense of almost like sadness, but it's not actually sadness. It's a recognition that you did something that really mattered. You were fully present. You don't need to rush past things, and it means that the Camino worked. So you will even notice that some people on the last 10 kilometers or the last day will actually walk slower, and it's just because or like make a shorter stage. I did that on both of my Caminos. The day before I stayed at Monte de Gozo when I did the Primitivo, and when I did the Portuguese I stayed at Miladouro, just because then I realized it's almost done. There is no urgency, and I can just enjoy this last stretch, and I felt like it was a way of saying goodbye to the Camino without saying it out loud, but with actually enjoying each step of the way. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and comment below if you have other lessons that you learned that you would like to share and pass on to others. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again soon. Buen camino. Bye.